What's
Hey.
up, all you motherfuckers?
That's the second time you've done that, I think.
Why, hello! Good to see ya!
As I'm remembering, like, the legendary July 31st, 2018 stream. That stream of Because She's Thick as Fuck fame. Started with you yelling, "What's up, bitches?" Right as I was trying to do the intro. But hey everyone, I'm skull902. Oh man, that fucking sucks. No, not Sonic EXE. No, instead, I'm just gonna do a cash.
My favorite game, TV Fuzz.
I'm just gonna do a cash run of Sonic 2. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's late where most of us are as well.
I'm just gonna be that guy. You had the perfect opportunity to make this mystery game Eels and Escalators.
Escalators!
As far as I know, there isn't an Eels and Escalators video game. If you are going to sleep, then I wish you a good one, Nix. Yeah, it's Sonic 2. Let's fucking go. Any questions that you guys might have, then we'll be happy to answer them, or at least I will. I can't speak for them necessarily. I don't know their emotions all the time.
I hate all of you. I don't want to answer any of your questions.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. He's joking, by the way. We love our fans here on the skull902 channel. Well, I guess it's a good thing I picked this one to play, eh, Nix?
I remember when I played Sonic 2 a few months ago.
Good of the game to game over on this one exact spot. Can't believe it ended so early.
Jeez, the last time that I played this was about a month ago. I was screen sharing it for the second day of Sonic Revolution.
Yeah, I played the Taxman port when somebody finally got that to be on PC and such.
And now it's gonna be there for real.
Yeah. I'm surprised that there are still people like wondering which version of it it's gonna be. It's like, did you not see the trailer?
Yeah, it's clearly the Taxman versions of Sonic 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Like Sonic 3, like in the trailer was just straight up emulation, but apparently it's not gonna be that way in the final product, so.
Yeah, which is fucking nice.
Yeah.
Now here's the real play. Remember when I said by mistake that it was going to be Sonic Pocket Adventure? You could have done that. You could have went and got Sonic Pocket Adventure and played that.
Sonic Pocket Adventure is basically Sonic 2, so sure.
Hello, Leanne. I've only ever tried to emulate Neo Geo Pocket one time, and it didn't work. So I wouldn't exactly know how to fully go about that. Either that, or it could just be that, well, no, that system should absolutely have the capacity to fucking run on Windows XP.
It's an 8-bit console. I got it to run on Windows. I don't remember if it was like XP or Vista, but one of them. So.
Well, you tried playing it around the same time. You had Windows Vista.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Come on, Sonic. I want to get these accursed special stages over with as soon as possible.
You've got this, Sonic.
Aren't you glad they reused the half pipe in like at least 5 other games?
It was generally better in most of them, so I didn't mind too much.
So when are they gonna release a Sonic and Sega All-Stars skateboard game and have Sonic Stage be the half pipe from Sonic 2?
A Sonic skateboard game would actually be pretty fitting. I'm surprised they haven't had one yet.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest. Also, Sun was asking.
Yeah. What got you into Sonic?
Yeah, what got you into? My story is like a bit of a slow burn.
That's okay.
Mine is just...
Here.
I got Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube when it came out, and I liked it at the end.
Yeah, well, I started there too, and then I got Adventure DX, which I didn't really... I knew it was the first one after a couple of bits of research on it, but it's weird that they did that first. 2 first.
Well, they just did 2 first, because, like, it just came out, so it was the new hotness.
Yeah, they knew that it wasn't going to sell as much on the Dreamcast, so...
And then there was Mega Collection and Gems Collection. Yeah. All the GameCube ones.
I did make a video on it, called Why I'm a Sonic Fan. Not necessarily just about, what first got me into the franchise, but my general adoration for it and all that. Did I get enough rings? Yes, I did. But I guess to put it in very simple terms, I had been aware of Sonic for quite a long while, but one of my friends that I met when I first got on YouTube really taught me everything that I needed to know after I expressed a bit of interest, and like it was just I fucking loved it from that point onward. It's my favorite.
Wait, do you love Sonic the Hedgehog because of you tie its experiences to that friend?
I know, like I wouldn't. Well, I mean, I might have gotten into it like later on, but that's definitely the point where I became a fan. So I would not be a fan without that person. So I guess you could say that. I never really thought of it that deeply.
That's sweet. I'm glad I was able to do that to you.
Bitch, I did not know you for another 6 years afterward.
Unfortunately, I also don't particularly enjoy Sonic Unleashed because I associate that with a friend I don't talk with anymore.
Well.
My.
Ah, you motherfucker. Wait, I might still be able to get this. I'll just have to be very careful about it.
So what's your favorite Sonic video game? I think we discussed this before.
My favorite Sonic game is Unleashed HD. Though that's not necessarily what I believe the best one is.
Well,
yeah.
my favorite one is like not exactly objective either, because like I'm a big Sonic Adventure mark, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My favorite has to be Adventure 1 Dreamcast also, because I don't know, I'm just super used to that by now. That's what I think it is. So
it doesn't necessarily have to be Dreamcast for me, but
no, I'm a stan. It has to be Dreamcast.
But Josh, you've never played the legitimate Dreamcast version like I have.
No, but I've gotten close. Besides, if I wanted to, I could probably emulate the Dreamcast version by now. I got a pretty good Dreamcast emulator.
Null DC.
That's not correct.
No?
What the hell is this thing called? I think it's called Redream. That's it. Yep.
Huh. That's not one I've heard of before. Sorry for not getting to your question there, Swift, or statement rather.
They say that they advocate for Sonic Classic Collection on the 3DS and say that it is in fact far superior to the garbage Sonic 1 port on the Game Boy Advance.
I can advocate for that, yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're emulations, so you just be playing an emulation of an emulation.
And now, we are no longer friends. Because he, or they, I suppose, I don't know what gender Sonic was. They poo-pooed the Dreamcast model of Sonic in Sonic Adventure 1. So, we can no longer associate.
That's an opinion. I wouldn't disassociate you for it, or anything. But, I'm one of those that prefers the charm of the Dreamcast models.
Yeah, they've obviously aged, but like you said, they got a charm. It's kind of like this, sort of the same way I find like the original dumpy Final Fantasy VII models charming.
I think I might just be stuck in that era, because I really like 64 Mario, I really like that era Sonic, and
yeah.
I'm a big sucker for when new games let you play as big, honkin' low poly model characters that don't fit in the setting at all. Those are great.
Yeah, I think you just prefer, like, original 3D aesthetic.
It's like, I look at Mario 64 DS, and I know somebody also did, like, a high poly mod for the new like PC Super Mario 64, and that's, you know, that's nice and all, but like, give me that 64 model.
I like that Odyssey gives you the 64 model, the 64 Metal Cap Mario, and turns you invisible. So you can have all the Mario 64 caps except for the wing cap.
Which is the most iconic one and is on the box.
Yeah. So it's quite weird they didn't let you have that one also. I figure it would just be one more model, so who cares? But, you know.
Yeah. Also, hi Trip. How goes? Yeah, son, or Swift, or whatever you wish to call, or wish to be called. That was very oof. I'm gonna try to make up for it here.
Oh, they were talking about Sonic Classic Collection on the DS, excuse me. Not the 3DS, that was my fault. I think they have put one of those out on 3DS, though.
They have, yeah, they put both Sonic 1 and 2 out for 3DS, as well as Switch. Not Sonic 3, though.
No, well, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
How about them Habs? They lost. That's how about them. Unfortunate as it is.
Are you guys one of those riot in the street people? Because, let me be honest, Canada is very one of those riot in the street people if something bad happens.
Would you say they're habitual losers? Oh.
Well, no, because they have the most Stanley Cups in history. But they basically, like, the NHL was very weird this season due to COVID, and so they had an all-Canadian division. Montreal made it through that portion of the playoffs. But unfortunately for them, the Tampa Bay Lightning are just a much fucking better team than they are. So
That's because they're French. Ooh, who said that? Oh.
The U.S. riots for literally everything.
Honestly, when it comes to sports, it depends on the city. Like, I know Josh made a joke about Canada, but that seems to be like a Vancouver and Montreal thing. So I guess, you know, with the Canadiens losing, though no reports on it. So hey, that's good.
And England riots for soccer.
Oh God! Like all of those fucking countries riot over soccer.
Well, Europe is the only continent aside from Japan to care about soccer, so...
Oh,
Japan
hold
is
on,
very
South America, dude.
sports-centric.
Yeah.
Soccer is like the world's most popular sport, so...
As I was saying, Japan is very sports-centric. They like soccer, they love baseball.
Yeah. Ever since we beat their ass in World War II and started bringing more stuff over, they're like, oh, sports are actually pretty neat.
You know, I wonder how the landscape of Japanese sports was before World War II.
There was kendo, and that's it!
Well, sumo presumably as well, because, you know, that's...
Well, yeah, sumo wrestling, yeah.
And then America came by, they said, let me tell you about blackjack. Yeah.
That's not a sport, but okay.
Well, it's not, but they brought it over, didn't they?
Sure.
And what else? Roulette. And... help me out, what else is in Yakuza gambling halls?
I don't know, but it's all illegal.
No, it isn't.
Fuck!
Because you gamble for the chips.
God
That's
damn
not
it.
illegal. The chips have no monetary value after you buy them, at least on the face of it. That's why it's not illegal.
That makes me think about pachinko. Like all the little balls you get,
Yeah.
you can like trade them in for like prizes that you can trade in for cash.
Or if you could just get the balls, take the balls home, and then trade those in at like some weird Yakuza den for money.
Yeah.
But even then, that's the crux of it. Gambling in Japan, you gamble ostensibly with and to obtain meaningless objects, and then you can, by coincidence, trade those meaningless objects in for money.
Trip says, Japanese sports is something of a beauty itself. My friend Andy and I have a running joke where we simp for a Japanese baseball mascot. It's amazing. I've seen
Every
some of
anime's
that.
gotta have at least one baseball episode. It's the law.
And Japan has to have a mascot about everything in general. That's also the law. Cities have their own mascots. Someone has to make all those suits. That's a lot of money and material.
What was that one from John Oliver?
Joe, well, you're gonna be a little bit more specific. He's got like a dozen different mascots.
The one that's from fucking Japan, you clod.
Chi-John. That's it.
Okay.
Hello, Lightning. Yeah, unfortunately, if you came here on the premise of this being a mystery game, then I apologize because we couldn't get the.
Then surprise, the mystery was Sonic 2 all along.
The mystery was Sonic Adventure 2, disguised as Sonic 2.
I really wanted to say Sonic Pocket Adventure again, and so I stopped myself like halfway, but I couldn't.
But what you guys realize about the announcement was that I was actually being sarcastic this entire time.
Do you have Donkey Kong Frozen Ape?
And yeah,
you mean Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze? Yeah, that's right! Donkey Kong Frozen Ape!
Wow. $50.
$60. $50. Thank you so much.
We should have put the title of one of these streams as Donkey Kong Frozen Ape, and then just played like a Donkey Kong knockoff. Get one of those Vietnamese GBA Donkey Kong knockoffs. Play one of those.
Alright guys, here's every ice and snow level from the SNES Donkey Kong Country trilogy.
No, it wasn't. It was always planned to be Sonic the Hedgehog 2. There is no mention of Winnie the Pooh baseball game.
There absolutely was mention of a Winnie the Pooh baseball game.
There is no Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Derby. It was all in your mind.
You no longer need my services. Therefore, I will stop lying to save face for you, and say that Brandon did not test the mystery game, and therefore should be ridiculed.
I never said this was a professional production.
Let's see. Every Microsoft operating system in Japan has an anime girl mascot, as they should.
Really?
I mean, of course.
Every single one?
Apparently.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You gotta see who the new Windows 11 mascot is.
Where's 11, Sean?
Yeah, goddammit.
By the way, they said Windows 10 was going to be the last version of Windows.
Well, it was for like a good bit.
Four fucking rings, god damn it.
America has several mascots that are based on baseball teams, and that's about it.
Sports franchises, corporations.
Oh yeah, and
cereals.
John Oliver has like 12 mascots. I should bring that up again. But dude,
Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, I was literally about to say everybody in McDonald Land has gone missing and or dead.
Yeah.
Watch Let's Play McDonald's Treasureland Adventure, by the way. No, don't actually do that if you don't feel like it.
Right here on your local skull902 channel. Only $5.99.
My videos are not blocked by a paywall.
Only $4.99.
Josh doesn't speak for the operations of this channel. He's only a host.
This has been a skull902 authorized production.
Yeah, Sega Hard Girls is the best anime TMS ever made. Don't at me.
And what Trip is saying, I don't think that there's really any debate on that. There's the one that has a fucking beer keg as their mascot. That's pretty fucking cool.
I want to point out that Mega Drive is my waifu and no one else can have her.
Yeah, it's by TMS. I mean, they're owned by Sega, so it makes sense.
I'm old. I stand for Mega Drive, and I stand very hard for blocky 3D pixelated models.
Yeah.
But then I'm probably the oldest one here. So,
You're only older than me by like a few months.
and don't you forget it.
Alright, I got it. Yeah, Sega Hard Girls is a obscure anime about 3 girls based on the Mega Drive or Genesis, if that's your flavor.
No, well, Genesis is a different character on that show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
They made
okay,
Genesis a
excuse
separate
me.
character. It's like an American stereotype.
Excuse me, I'm not as much of a weeb as they are. There's Mega Drive, Saturn, and Dreamcast, and they do Sega stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
I'll
they
use
like
my dial-up.
yeah, they just have sitcom shenanigans and bullshit around in other Sega games.
Yeah, Sonic's in an episode.
Yep.
Because of course he is.
Well, yeah.
If they made that show today, I wonder what Sega IPs they would use for it.
I mean, probably about the same shit, because they really just did classic stuff.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Not to mention, they didn't make it too long ago, did they?
No, they only made it like 3-4 years ago.
Oh,
so-
okay, yeah.
That's pretty modern.
For some reason, I thought it was like 2012 or something. They made that.
Nah.
Huh.
Hey, Sunswift knows what's up. Samurai Pizza Cats. Fuck yeah.
Hey.
I always do that and then fall in the water and die afterward.
You gotta remember to hold right after you're done.
The Sega... Fucking... I got sick on the brain. The Samurai Pizza Cats translation is pretty interesting, because like...
Sega Pizza Cats.
yeah, Sega Pizza Cats.
Sega right.
Sega, right. The fans who translated it actually did 2 different translations. One that was more faithful to like the original text, and one that was more like the dub of the anime.
That's an official subtitle you're saying it was?
I think
No.
so. It was a fan translation. Yeah.
Oh.
and there
Yeah,
were 2
fan translation of the
versions.
game. Yeah.
That's really cool that they based it off the anime one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that
like how. Go on.
Well, I mean, it was only an anime at first, so... You know.
It's like how Like a Dragon does it. You can either have English subtitles, or you can have subtitles that are still in English, but are closer to what the Japanese actors are saying.
Yeah. Although you can't, like, choose which one goes where, because it's tied to the audio track.
honestly,
well, and
Trip,
also,
I
it'd be very weird to hear the English audio and then not have the English subtitles match up.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it'd be, like, interesting to see what the differences in translation are.
Yeah. Okay. Continue, Brandon.
honestly, Trip, I forgot that that there was a Samurai Pizza Cats game or whatever the show is called in Japan. So I would definitely be willing to play at least one of them if I got the chance and perhaps had beaten it. God fucking damn it. This is just not my day for getting the special stages, I guess.
Shoot, not my day.
My friend's been playing Sonic Heroes a bit ago, and that's Sonic's E rank quote when you get in Sonic Heroes.
Which you're very likely to get, because a lot of Team Sonic's levels are fucking long.
I don't have time to do the power-up mechanic or any of that shit. Just come on. We should obviously make a tier list for like all the Sonic games with fair ranking systems versus unfair.
Well, that seems like a bias to begin with. Like, what would you classify as a fair ranking system and an unfair ranking system?
It's a tier list, Josh. They're all biased.
No, but
Tier
I mean,
list, by definition, is an opinion.
Yes, but I mean, like, how would you form the categories? To what definition is an unfair ranking system?
Just whatever you think is unfair. It's not that hard.
I see. So there'd be 2 tiers, then, is what we're saying. And then we'd sort them that way. Rather than, and this is what I thought it was going to be, there would be there'd be 2 lists of games, and then they'd go through that A, B, C, D, S thing. That's what I thought this was going to be. But you're trying to simplify it to 2 categories. I get it.
I suppose you could do it by how unfair you think a game is. So like, you know, slightly unfair versus, you know, whatever.
I think like the most equal, not easily understandable one is a Generations ranking.
Yeah, it's
What's
it's
happening
very
to
accessible.
the foliage?
What do you mean?
It's like moving up and down in the foreground. I don't think... Does that happen, like, all the time?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess I haven't stuck around that level long enough to, like, super notice it.
Yeah, if you're gonna be playing this casually, it's more likely you're gonna be rushing past everything.
Yeah, Aquatic Ruin is one that you can do very fucking fast if
Yeah, up to this point, like, you can basically just rush through the levels. Casino Night is where it makes you take a bit more time.
Oh, shit. Okay, Trip has the Japanese title for Samurai
Yeah.
Pizza Cats, but I was gonna make...
Kyoto Ninden Tayande.
I was gonna make one more joke title, and I can't now because it's already been spoiled. So...
sucks to be you.
And literally that means Cat Ninja Legend.
Yeah, I was gonna call it Ninja Baseball Batman.
Ninja
But
Baseball Batman.
Ninja Baseball Catman, come on, Josh.
hey, no, that's also Adam West, but he's kind of unlicensed. You have to...
It's TV's Catman.
yeah.
TV's Adam West.
I like how they actually had him be Adam West for like a few more appearances after that, and then then they were just like, nah, he's just Catman forever now.
Speaking of Fairly Odd Parents, and this was something that I mentioned to you both earlier today, but to anyone who may have seen the reveal trailer for Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl, no announcement yet for any Fairly Odd Parents or Jimmy Neutron characters.
Which
and,
is, it's bizarre, because they've got Danny Phantom on there, and that's also a Butch Hartman show, so I figure if the beef was with Butch Hartman, they wouldn't have had the Danny Phantom character in it.
yeah, very odd.
Fairly odd, even.
But yeah, like I guess that's just how fucking far Fairly Odd Parents has fallen in the eyes of Nickelodeon. That like Timmy or you know, any character from that show wouldn't have been just immediately in the reveal trailer.
Because we got
Are they-
Nigel Thornberry, dude!
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that selection. I wasn't really disappointed by any of the ones that were in the trailer. It's just I found no Fairly Odd Parents or Jimmy Neutron characters like slightly or well, I guess it was a little disappointing, but you know, I'm very happy with what we do have. Like I saw fucking Powdered Toast Man. Like, come on.
Powdered Toast. Well,
I fucking
Powdered
love
Toast
that.
Man was also in Nicktoons MLB. So
Was he?
yeah.
You see, I didn't know that.
One
I'm
of the
not,
most celebrated Nicktoons video games.
I'm not as uppity on Nickelodeon video games as Josh.
I thought
is,
you guys
apparently.
liked baseball.
I mean, baseball is certainly a sport.
I like baseball.
Somewhat sheepish. I like baseball.
I like baseball. I don't hate baseball. I'm just not very interested in it.
But yeah, no. Powdered Toast Man has been in a couple of these all-star games by now, and it's good to see him come back.
It's like I fucking loved that. Seeing Oblina was a bit of a surprise, but I was very appreciative of the like kind of deep cut there because Our Real Monsters isn't a very often remembered show.
Yeah. It's probably like the least remembered out of all the Klasky Chupo Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah, like it's one of the OGs definitely, but like it doesn't really come up in conversation a whole lot. But I really thought it was cool that they put a character from it in there, as well as of course Nigel Thornberry, fucking amazing. I love it.
So
Yeah.
I mentioned to both of you on Discord. Do you think that means we're gonna get new Tim Curry voice acting for Nigel in the game?
Probably not, but God, I hope so.
If Tim Curry can do the voice,
Yeah.
you know that'd be
this with my voice.
yeah.
I'm
If
going
he's
to
capable,
the one
but
place not corrupted by capitalism.
Bang! like recent interviews with him and stuff, and I obviously understand why. He just like he doesn't seem to have the energy for Nigel anymore, but like you know if he can, then you know, cool beans.
I think because some of these games definitely did have new voice acting. Nicktoons MLB had new voice acting from at least the SpongeBob crew. So
And Godzilla is in this game, so I approve.
Oh yeah. Reptar was the other thing that I was really fucking excited about. I see Swift does not approve of the Rugrats reboot. I haven't seen it.
Me either, no.
Yeah, I just saw the trailer and I was like, Jesus Christ, the lighting in this is really dark.
what if the tone of it was really dark?
That would be rather odd.
Gritty Rugrats reboot.
Yeah. And the best part is they like started off with the original theme song, the original and then it just like slowly devolves into like a G major or whatever the scary key is.
I was thinking more of a depressing like piano only and the tempo is slow.
Oh, you know what you do? This is for it's for a show where it's all grown up, right? You know that show where they're teenagers or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
So it's for that. They've left home, and that piano one is for their parents, now old, at home alone, and missing their children.
Oh my.
Damn, bro.
That's where you pull out the and the sad little piano version.
Trip suggested Spike mauling Angelica. An interesting choice.
Yes.
Someone said, do you wish XJ9 would come in? I don't know much about my life as a teenage robot, but from what I watched of it, it was alright. So sure.
Yeah, Sure, I like that show.
Jenny would make a good choice.
Yeah.
For sure. The Jimmy Neutron character, this was the point that I wanted to get on, that I personally thought would have made a pretty good choice was Ultra Lord.
Especially seeing as we have Powdered Toast Man, yeah.
Guess what? Guess what, Brandon?
That's going to leave an Ultra Bruce.
You'll never guess who was in Nicktoons MLB also as a star pitcher.
Gee, was it Dennis?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
But yeah, it was Ultra Lord, and he had new Jim Cummings voice acting, so that was fun.
So, this is That Hat Guy, the world's biggest Nicktoons MLB fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I want Ultra Lord as a fucking playable character in that game.
He could. I mean, they've got models and everything for him, and all they'd have to do is ring up Jim Cummings again. And he's down for anything. He'll do promos. He'll do video games. He'll do, like...
money.
You didn't send me the Crash Bandicoot thing, Saturn, but I've seen that a fair few times.
That also had Jim Cummings.
Oh no, it's Crash and there's Dr. Neocortex. I don't know the lyrics.
Crash Bandicoot.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that there wasn't like one of those, 90s tie-in cartoons for it.
Especially considering, the point of the games is that it's like a cartoon, so...
Yeah, that like little intro thing sounded kind of fun.
Giant llama human hybrid for that game, says Stuntsworth.
Llama human hybrid.
They should put the
Jimmy what?
They should put the Jimmy Neutron version of the Dalai Lama in that game, remember?
Yeah, welcome the Dalai Lama, yeah.
Welcome to Shangri-Lama. We have been waiting eons for one who can put foot behind head.
Clearly, they should put the guy who runs the ice cream bar into the game.
Yeah! Get Billy... They could get Billy West for him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you just super died.
Yeah, Supersonic was too much for the stage.
I mean, if they're gonna have Ren and Stimpy characters in the game, then yeah, I'm sure they'll get Billy West.
I liked
Yeah, birth.
I liked VH1 doing like a retrospective series on the 90s. Like, I remember in one episode, they talked about, I don't know if it was Ren and Stimpy specifically, but they definitely mentioned it in that segment, but, like, Billy West was one of the interviewees during that segment, and he was talking about just how fucking weird the show was, and I guess that they just had a couple of plush dolls on them, and so he acted out a scenario with the two characters.
No, Billy West isn't dead.
Absolutely
I don't know who
not.
you're thinking of.
And the only thing that I could remember out of that little acting bit that Billy West did was he started making Stimpy jump on Ren's head with a particular part of his body. And he was just like, "Well, here, Ren, now let me just bounce over your head with my butt." I don't know. He made it.
Jeez, Ren.
He made it sound way funnier than I did, but.
And of course, there's the greatest Billy West character of all time, Larry.
Oh, of course.
I'm the one named Larry.
And of course, everyone everyone's seminal Billy West role, the narrator in the Weird Al show.
Yeah, that show nobody watched.
Also, hi, Katie.
Mwah.
Today's lesson, something!
They didn't even want me in this show, but the network made them do it.
That's your Alf voice.
Kinda, sorta. This is
Yeah.
my elf voice.
Hey there, friend. My name is Elf. Do you have any cats?
Do you have any animals of the feline persuasion with which I can devour?
Also alcohol.
Glug glug.
You know, I only just recently saw my first clip from like the actual sitcom, and I feel like I need to fucking actually watch some episodes.
I'd be
Yeah.
super down for that. I'd be unironically very down for that.
I've wanted to give Alf a chance for years, but just never got
And it's-
around to it.
It's my fault, because I showed him the show in the first place.
Yeah. Well, no. It's Cartoon All Stars' fault for introducing me to animated Alf first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids! I would know.
Also, we're gonna just put the beer under the rug over here. That's not. Let's forget about that.
Alcohol's in a drug. It's a vice. I can quit whenever I want.
They had the I think the dad had the beer in the garage. It's been a very long time since I've seen
Can
that.
we watch that also?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
It has been like 6 years since the last time we saw it, so I guess
me.
we're due
Why
for another.
didn't you tell her?
We are all more mature, cultured individuals.
Who could for...
Oh, Alf looks like a hairy mutated anteater. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who can forget the classic dramatic line delivery by Bugs Bunny?
What's this? A joint?
You know how I first
Hell of
became...
a way for Jeff Bergman to first play these characters.
Oh yeah. You know how I
This
first
used to be a good place until man set foot on it. Sorry.
you know how I first became aware of Alf?
How's
that?
I forget what the poster said, but there was one of the two counselors at one of the elementary schools I attended. She had a poster of Alf on her wall, and like I had seen it a few times, but never really bothered to ask. So like one day I was like, "Hey, you know who's that character on there? He looks kind of friendly." And I guess she was a fan, having a poster of him in her office and all. And she was like, "Oh, that's Alf. You know, he's an alien from another planet."
Have they ever done a poster? I'm going to hijack this for a second. Have they ever done one of those hang in there girl kitten posters, but it's Alf at the bottom?
Oh God. Probably. But that's one of the things that she said was that like she mentioned that like he would have to like hide behind couches. He lived in the laundry room, and then added at the very end, "Oh yeah, and he eats cats too." You know, having owned my cat for a couple of years at that point, I was I forget what my reaction was.
Mortified Brandon.
I
Terrified
Oh,
Brandon.
God.
Brandon reeled back and had to crawl back to the other end of the room.
I really do wonder what 6-year-old Brandon had to think about that.
Well, it's not like human beings have never eaten dogs and cats before.
Not that 6-year-old me knew that.
What do we think of the Space Jam sequel? Well, it's not out yet.
Well,
but
yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm cautiously negatively optimistic for it.
if it's stupid fun like the first one, I'll be satisfied enough.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. I can agree with that. Because I know it's not gonna. I was hesitating because it's mostly not gonna be about the basketball game, or even really trying to be that.
I don't really care if it's gonna be about the basketball game, as long as it's like, you know.
Well, I'm
fun.
thinking like if it's about the crossover, why did they call it Space Jam and even have a basketball game? Why couldn't they
Because
just
Space
make
Jam has more marquee value than Looney Tunes at this point.
Well, I think the plot's still gonna center around the basketball game. It's just there's probably gonna be a lot more to it than.
I wasn't talking about making it a Looney Tunes movie. I was talking about like market it as the Warner Brothers crossover movie and have the Looney Tunes just be part of it.
Well, I don't know. It seems like even if there is gonna be like a shitload of Warner Brothers cameos and stuff in there, the Looney Tunes are definitely gonna be like the central cast of characters. So.
Yeah.
Also, hello to Sai Patel.
I read that as nice to shoot you.
Josh has a very murderous mind, you'll find.
Yeah. I think maybe he thought this was Joshua Hunter for a second.
He hasn't gotten me yet.
Please, someone make that a comic. As long as you
What,
have
me?
the people's permission.
Was that me hiding out from Joshua Hunter?
Well, sure.
Okay.
That was No Mercy XD also hi. Hello, Jose.
We appear to have one Jose Canseco in this chat.
Baseball references. We weren't able to get their baseball game working today, so
Next time. He'll find some way to get it done and then we'll do it. Or we won't and we'll completely forget. One of those two options will happen.
you know, maybe if I tried Newgrounds Player, perhaps.
Well, then you'd have to get there again. But
Yeah, that's true. Good lord. It took me this long, actually, to... See, what I was gonna do, for anyone who knows Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Derby, I was gonna give myself a time challenge to face Tigger and Christopher Robin. And I'd fully maxed out Pooh's stats and everything. So it's rather unfortunate that I couldn't just capture from the window, and then expanding the window both looked bad and made the game lag, so I couldn't do it. That's why we have Sonic 2 here. That always works.
so when are we gonna play Sonic Baseball?
Sonic Baseball!
I know that there are LED game emulators, but I don't exactly know how to... Like, I've never looked into it.
Was one of them Sonic Baseball? Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah, people have emulated the McDonald's Sonic LED games.
Oh, sick, dude.
Well, now I have to look into that myself because I'm
I know-
a big aficionado of emulation.
Uh,
So.
FTCR did Let's Plays of them. I know.
How do you do that and make it interesting? Because there's not a whole lot of source material to work with here.
I think they were just banking on the fact that there's so many fucking commentators that that it was more so not really about the game, but just them bullshitting.
Basically, yeah.
We were just talking about those, Katie. We're talking about them currently. Do you actually have any of them though? Do you have the physical LCD media thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Which ones? Do you remember?
I had the one that actually had Sonic on it with one little button, and I had Shadow Hockey.
Yeah, the one I remember was one where Sonic was driving a race car, and you drove around a track with that. That was
On
one of
mine,
my-
like Sonic was like running, and like you press the button to jump over platforms and stuff.
So very, very, very primitive Sonic Dash.
Kinda, yeah.
I did not have any of them.
Ooh, you were not very missing out at all.
Well, yeah, you know, those LCD games aren't exactly AAA masterpieces, but I honestly I don't even remember that McDonald's promotion taking place, because I think at the time we didn't really eat out at fast food restaurants like often. If we got like restaurant food, it would either be from a sit down place or like ordering pizza.
Okay, so you guys got real food.
Yeah, there wasn't like
How about some real food?
in like
Let's get some real food.
in like 2004 it was pretty slim, at least in the early part of the year. I remember my dad used to take us to McDonald's fairly frequently. But,
There is not
yeah.
a new Sonic the Fighters port necessarily. It's being included as part of Lost Judgment.
It's just an emulation of the Japanese arcade game.
Which is honestly more than one could hope for with Sonic the Fighters, except for in 2012 or whenever the HD one came out.
Yeah, you can still get it on Xbox Live or PS3.
Oh no, they didn't. Okay, I was gonna say, didn't they shut that down? And then people yelled at them enough, and they didn't shut it down. That's what happened.
Yeah, people bitched at them so much, they were like, fucking fine, we'll keep it then.
Yeah.
So,
How am I going to play as Honey the Cat? Yeah.
What the fuck? Come on, I was jumping out of there.
There
All of
was
you
a
heard the
remaster-
jumping sound effect.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a remaster of Sonic the Fighters. It was just, again, it's a small port with hidden stuff in it. So,
yeah, it's an enhanced port with like if you had hacked the game, you'd be able to play as like a few characters, and they just like unlocked those in that port. So like you can freely play as like Honey the Cat and Eggman and Metal Sonic and such.
Now, which of you Chads in the chat, had Rogue and Amy Tennis? You guys hear Jaleel White selling weed now as Urkel?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he opened up his own weed shop, and you know what? Good for him. Because, unfortunately, everyone just kept fucking seeing him as Urkel and not like the great actor that he is.
Nobody's he's using Urkel to promote the weed shop. So,
Way past crunk.
Considering how fucking hard of a time that he had doing the Sonic voice in that movie from like almost a decade ago, which kill me. But like I can't.
you didn't like Sonic the fan film? You didn't like Fingers the Echidna?
Well, I wasn't a big, huge fan of the movie, but what I was more so saying kill me was the fact that it was almost a decade ago now. But he had a tough time voicing Sonic in that, and I know he actually did reprise his role as Urkel for like a Scooby-Doo thing, or at least he's going to. So I don't know. I guess if he still can do the voice, but like holy
Katie
shit.
is mesmerized at the fact that Steve Urkel is selling weed. As
Basically, my whole point was going to be, I would be amazed if he can do the voice still.
well, So far, I think he's only posed as Urkel in pictures with the Wii.
Ah,
He's got a big purple suit on, and he's wearing the little glasses that Urkel had on. You know,
Urkel had big glasses.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Oh shit! You know what that reminded me of, Rabid?
What's that?
Somebody.
Everything Urkel ever said.
Yeah.
No, like there's one specific thing here. In 2006 or so, someone created a convincing hoax that he killed himself.
Oh yeah.
And the fake suicide note started off with, "Did I do that?"
Now listen, right? That's awful to joke about. But if it were real, that would be fantastic as a way to start the note.
Well, no,
I would almost do it to be able to write that note.
If it were real, that would just be depressing.
Yeah.
Have you talked to me lately?
You've sent me links. Does that count as talking?
I'm all about depressing garbage. I literally just now played through Doki Doki Literature Club like 20 times trying to get one stupid poem in it. But I am a big fan of somewhat eerie, scary, depressing things. So, Also, Taylor showed me an anime where a fox girl died, and so I'm very upset about that.
I'm amazed I didn't get crushed there just now. Right as I turned into Supersonic.
Sonic, you really are Super Saiyan lesbian.
What's the most cringe Sonic thing you've ever seen that's not Sonichu?
Come on,
Sonichu
Josh.
2.
You can't just pose that question. There's so much.
Well, go on.
So many materials.
Uh-huh.
Like, let's say Bloodshot the Hedgehog, for instance. That's an old classic.
Is that the thing from Sonic EXE? That's not that great.
No.
Listen, wait. Trip. I want you to... They made a vow, okay? Their mother will be found.
How about that Sonic X fanfiction where Chris gets butt fucked at one point?
Oh god. Stop.
Yeah, that's pretty up there. Who did it? Who was it with?
And Sonic is the son of the devil.
Who was it with?
I don't remember. Because I didn't read that part. Brandon told me about it. He's like, what the fuck is this shit? I regret reading this.
Yeah, okay, so, I'm not going to name the fanfiction, because it is truly a traumatizing thing.
Okay.
It's a rewrite of Season 3 of Sonic X.
Uh-huh.
And it's dark and edgy, lol. Written in the late 2000s, and you could definitely tell.
When I was writing stuff in the late 2000s, it was cringe, but it was not edgy cringe. It was just awful cringe.
Well, edgy was in vogue back then, so that's what this fanfiction is, and indeed what Rabid described is something that happens in one of the chapters. It was just like stupid, cringy fun for most of it, and then that happened, and I was like, Dude, Rabid, please don't read any more of this if you value your.
I'm afraid
your
I'm going to
sanity.
have to repeat my earlier question, because you seem to know this moment very well. So, who was it with?
One of the original characters. So please do not look up any Sonic X fan fictions out there. Again, if you value your sanity.
Oh, well, I got you here, chat. The one he's talking about it.
The Krabby Patty secret formula.
I remember watching that episode for the first time and thinking that that was a glitch.
Everybody did.
It's like, did the channel fuck up? What's the Krabby Patty formula?
No, nobody knew that was the ending of the episode until they saw it a second time. I don't see what that has to do with anything, Sun Swift, but I too like the movie Spaceballs.
Yes, Spaceballs is a much better subject matter than that episode, or rather that fan fiction of Sonic X.
And you see, that's why it's the best story ever told. What did I miss?
Just Spaceballs.
Cause we're the Spaceballs! Watch out! Hi, Mato.
Lone Star!
Pizza the Hut has eaten himself to death. $1 million space bucks.
So, if you could have any platform fighter that you want, who would you have, like, become a platform fighter? In, like, the vein of this Nicktoons one. Which, like, group would you have fight each other? That's what I'm saying.
The hell are you talking about?
So let me rephrase this.
If we were gonna make a
Taylor's monkey
platform-
brain can understand.
If we were gonna make a platform fighter, which property would we want to base it on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll mention one that Weege brought up in the AK Army mod group chat, and say Disney would be an interesting choice.
Disney would never allow a platform fight.
Yeah, they never would, but like it would be interesting.
They tried to do a Kingdom Hearts fighter at one point, but Disney was like, no! So that ended up turning into Dissidia, which is that Final Fantasy fighter for like the PSP and shit.
Frisbee and face kills, surfing, knocks him dead, pretending to drown.
No!
No.
But
Let's see, there's already a Cartoon Network fighter, so that's out.
yeah, for my own suggestion, can't go wrong with Power Rangers.
Power Rangers already
Yeah.
has like a fighter though. It has
A few of them, yeah.
It is traditional fighting games, but you said platform fighters, so
I did say that. Yes, that's right. Do they not have one of those?
No.
Nope.
They just have traditional tournament fighter style games.
Ninja Turtles has a platform fighter. In fact, they used the Brawl engine for it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was made by one of Brawl's co-developers, so...
Here, I'll just be supersonic for the rest of this, I guess. No enemies left.
Godzilla platformer fighter win.
Oh my god. That would be absolutely fucking stupid, and I'm all for it.
Yes. Just be as campy as possible. Put like Jet Jaguar and all that shit in it.
Oh yeah, man. Of course.
the Archie comics and the final boss of the adventure mode being Kin Pinder so you can beat the shit out of it. That'd be great.
Ken Penders was fine with his inclusion with the game, as they gave him some money for it.
You know, I think I've been saying something like that all this time, Saturn, that we couldn't just get a compilation of 3D Sonic games like everybody's favorite and most recognized Sonic Schoolhouse. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
The seminal
Mario
1996
teaches
PC
typing?
release.
Hello.
Could you imagine if they put Mario Teaches Typing on a compilation of 3D Sonic games?
Well, you see, yo, it's motherfucking Mario.
Practice makes perfect, motherfucker.
You know what they do? That's like a hidden Easter egg thing. You get Sonic Schoolhouse, and then if you input like 7 Konami codes, you get Mario Teaches Typing.
Let's hope Sonic doesn't kill himself. Thank God. Oh, no, wait, no, he can still overshoot the tornado. Okay, no, he jumped normally, thank God.
Why does he even need the tornado? He can just fly.
I guess in the classic era, Sonic hadn't really thought about that, because, you know, he is just kind of gliding along the ground.
But he flies at the end.
You're absolutely correct about that, and in 3 and Knuckles, I am stupid.
I'm not going to fly for you.
Too early there. It's not like I didn't have a surplus of lives anyway. Did I just fucking spin cancel in 2D?
Yeah, it looks like you did.
I have no idea how I did that.
I think for Silver Sonic, someone just pulled out a picture of the Terminator and is like, turn that into a Sonic.
Yeah. One of the Japanese developers is just like, hey, we like American movies from the 80s.
Who doesn't?
Well, who doesn't? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Drinks.
It would have been a fairly topical reference at the time.
Yeah.
T2 only
Terminator
came out
2
a year
just
earlier.
came out the year. Yeah. Jinx again. Kind of.
Bippity boppity boopity.
Mary Poppins came out in the 50s, you silly tit.
Well, son, the answer to that question is quite simple. Fat people actually can be healthy. And perhaps, you know, maybe Eggman doesn't do too much with, like, say, lifting weights or whatever, but, you know, he could get his cardio in.
He lifts weights when he needs to in the Olympic Games. There's like the weightlifting game to see how much you can lift with both arms. He does that.
Well, you see, Eggman is actually like the Kingpin. It's just all muscle.
Shit.
Is that true? No, I guess that's true because he did immediately almost crush Spider-Man by hugging him. So.
Well, he even said specifically during that, it's all muscle.
Mm-hmm. Now, I would like to apologize for an earlier comment I made about calling Taylor's brain a monkey brain. I did not mean to call your friendship agony. It's not.
Well, you see, I just asked you what the hell you were talking about because you worded that whole sentence really weirdly.
Why? I swear to God, I am always cursed when I'm playing Death Egg Zone, like, non-casually. Oh, Sunswift, you're leaving? Good night.
Does this count? I think this still counts as casual. It's just that you have an audience of how many people?
Okay, sure. If I'm playing for an audience for whatever reason, I am always cursed when I play this zone. And to be honest, I was pretty goddamn close too.
I apologize for that whole death egg incident.
It's been a good while since we've seen any Spider-Man content. God damn it.
Yeah.
You know, you're right. We've been really focused on Batman.
It's been canceled again.
We've been actually pretty incredibly focused on Batman and the DC universe as a whole.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind watching more Spider-Man. Somebody suggested some Spider-Man shit to watch.
Do we have, like, we've seen Spectacular Spider-Man a bit of it.
We usually, I don't know.
We watch select episodes.
We do
Yeah.
Christmas hype, but
Yeah.
honestly, we haven't watched too much else together. I mean, I've seen the entire series.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind going through the whole show again.
It's only 26 episodes.
Yeah.
Really? No way. Get out of town.
Yeah.
26? Usually they at least do 52, right? I thought that was like the thing you do.
The plan was to do 65, but then Disney's buyout of Marvel complicated things. Sony had to either give up the movie rights or the TV rights, and they picked the TV rights.
Because obviously. But funny how that worked out for them.
Yeah, everyone fucking loved God fucking damn it. Everyone loved Spectacular, and then they canceled it because of that. And then their own their own plans for Spider-Man didn't fucking go through at all, and so they had Disney produce it anyway. So it was like, cool guys.
Yeah, basically, Spectacular was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, so...
But they still have the video game rights, and they're clinging to those, like, for dear life.
Well, I mean, they just got the video game
God.
rights pretty recently.
Yeah. And they're never gonna let them go, because that's basically the only thing they have now that Venom is over.
Yeah. Like, technically they still do have the movie rights, but, like, they can only do animated movies in the case of Into the Spider-Verse, or base them on other characters, like...
Oh, when are we
Venom.
gonna get... Weren't we supposed to get, like, a Spider-Verse 2? Is that still happening?
That's coming out, like, next year, I think.
Is
So,
it? Sick.
Yeah.
Hi, Luke.
That should be fun. It's gonna have Spider-Man in it.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I've never seen a full episode of that. I linked you
Really?
that whole... I linked you... I know, right? I linked you that whole archive.org thing where that had all the episodes and then didn't proceed to watch any of them.
Yeah.
So...
Clearly what we should do is just marathon
You know
the
what? We
entire
should watch
series.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That can be our Spider-Man content.
I know Rabid and
sure,
I
why
have
not?
seen the first episode of it twice.
Yeah.
We
What's the third
not-
time?
Not the rest of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
let me tell you, we definitely love our emissary from hell, Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's a wholesome boy.
You're not saying his name correctly. He prefers to be addressed as his full name.
Emissary from Hell, Spider-Man.
Thank you.
Oh come on, that's just a Japanese English difference.
Change Leo, pardon!
But it's how he's officially referred to, and therefore is the correct way to say his name.
Okay, finally fucking did it. 10 tries, everyone. Again, I have no idea what makes me buckle when I do this for, like, even just one other person, but... that's how it
Did you
be.
say 10 tries?
Yeah.
Yeah, I entered this level with 20 lives. I had 10 at the
Where
end
did
of
all
it.
that go? Was I busy bitching about how I haven't seen Spider-Man for 7 lives?
Yeah.
At least I still finished in the double digits?
Spectacular, spectacular Spider-Man.
That just conjured in like the image of a small child with pimples and glasses watching that on his iPad.
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah.
I imagined a younger kid doing that, and then I combined that that mental image with the fucking one clip from Mike Mozart's review of the like Hokey Pokey Spider-Man or whatever that one was.
Hokey Pokey Spider-Man.
I forget if he does the Hokey Pokey or some other thing, but it's like a very young child's Spider-Man toy, and it's supposed to be Spider-Man as a kid, right? But he did a skit at the end of that toy review, and very often repeated the clip of him voicing Spider-Man going, "I pooped my pants."
I think I've seen that review.
It got a shitload of views, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Did it? Did he poop his pants over it?
I don't know.
Spectacular Spider-Man is probably gonna be on Disney Plus because they worked out a thing where they're gonna put all the
Carol.
Spider-Man movies on there. Carol, yes.
That was only one A, rather. Bleh.
Carol, yes.
Bruce Willis.
Bill Willis. William Willis.
William Willis. Where was I? Well, I was just talking about something, and then I said Carol Yas. What the hell was I? That's right. Mike Mozart is a artist now. He's like a professional commissioned artist now.
What you're telling me is that Mozart is an artist?
I think that he had always been doing that because like his job was being a toy designer before he joined YouTube. So
Nice to see Phoenix Wright came back for this game.
But now he's like he does like pictures, professional grade pictures for people, and they can be anything you want. But he really, really, really enjoys doing Scrooge McDuck standing next to very expensive cars.
well, and he's like he comes back to YouTube every once in a blue moon. And then does like a few videos and then leaves again for like years on end. He's one of the people. All of his channels I'm still subscribed to. Like he's one of the people I'll never fucking unsubscribe to. I have a loyalty subscription unless if something like absolutely fucked up comes up about him. Then he's here to stay in my subscriptions list. Speaking of Spider-Man, I bought this dope Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse poster at Dollar General for like $5. Well, considering you said that it was dope, then I presume you like it, and I'm glad that you do.
Wasn't there a game that did that? They put the Sega logo as Gase, and they had the choir do that?
Yeah, they did.
I know. Oh, okay. Sure.
I forget what game it is, though. Alright, for Q&A segment. Comments, questions, concerns, complaints.
I have a complaint.
Of course you do.
Oh my god! Whoa! Am I getting paid for this? When do you think you'll be able to do? First of all, do you think you'll be able to finish Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Derby on here, or should we just do it privately?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. We'll put a thinker on that. We'll put a thinker pin in that.
Yeah, so big apologies for the technical difficulties. I own that. I should have tested it first before we did anything. It sucks that we couldn't get the game working.
I'm the one named Larry.
It was the only decent poster they had that I liked, plus they were out of My Hero Academia posters. Ah, man, don't you hate when that happens?
You know, Taylor, we should get back to watching that show, Little Witch Academia.
Yeah, sure.
Trip says that he would like to make a movement about making merchandise for Sonic's dog from the cartoons. And I think that's all right. I would do that.
Which version of him?
He's certainly Sonic's dog.
Oh, no. March, not merch.
March for Mutsky.
I'm going to presume that he means the one from Sad AM because he loves the shit out of that cartoon. Which
is that the one where? Which is the one where the dog turns into a robot and attacks him? Is
That's
that
the one.
Saturday or is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
that was the only one that Mutsky was in.
Yeah.
Okay, but he was also in the comics and he spoke.
There was like
Yeah.
8 different fucking versions of Mutsky in the Archie comics.
And he spoke.
If
And
we're-
like
You know
the
what?
soft reboot, yeah.
I'm gonna come in here and say that him speaking is almost as bad as Tom and Jerry speaking in the movie.
I wouldn't, but
Not the Mobian, the real Mutsky. Well, you see, Mutsky the dog actually talked too. 'Cause he started off as just like a regular fucking dog, and in the show he was he was a robot. I don't know if he was a robot in.
he was.
Oh, okay. So he was a robot in the comics, and I guess they made him a normal ass dog. And then he was a normal ass looking dog that could speak and wasn't as intelligent as the other characters. And then they just straight up made him a Mobian. Like, make up your fucking minds. I guess they don't have to now because the comic's canceled. But fuck it.
Yeah.
That's why the comic was canceled. They look back and they're like, you don't know where this dog character is going, do you? Can.
No, he was never that important. Nobody cared about him except for Trip.
We just take like that one Fairly Odd Parents screenshot, put Mutsky's head over the Crimson Chin. I got canceled.
Hey, you can't swear. Only the extremely edgy 1985 Sonic the Hedgehog can swear.
You're off by 20 years, but okay.
That wasn't even. No, that's not true. Sonic said damn in that game as well.
Yeah. I suppose you're right. You're only off by 13 years. He swore in the Japanese version of SA1.
Was it shit?
No, it was damn it.
Really?
Damn it.
Shit's a word that his voice actor likes to do a lot too. He swore. He said shit in Sonic X. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the cutscene just before Lost World, where like Sonic does like the cartoon fucking pancake and then like he flips up.
Okay, yeah.
And in English, he's just like, I hate Eggman. But in the Japanese version, he just goes, damn it!
Damn it!
It's great.
It sounds great. I ought to play that game with the Japanese voices on.
And that's the first instance of swearing in Sonic that I can remember. There could be an earlier one, who knows? Saturn says, if Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 aren't on Switch when Nintendo's console is revealed... Wait, what? Wait. Did you mean something else there? I will try my hardest to buy a hacked Switch with Dolphin emulator on it, and I'll put them on there myself. Alright. You do you, man.
I don't care.
Ooh, harsh.
Buddy.
There we
Oh,
go.
God.
That's what I wanted to do this whole time.
Buddy.
buddy.
Their next console. That could be a while from now, to be honest.
Their next console, I don't know. It's been 4 years since the Switch came out.
Yeah, but consoles last like fucking forever now. Unless if they're called the Wii U.
Well, no. The Wii U is basically Virtual Boy 2. So
I wouldn't go that far.
Virtual
It sold
Boy
less than the
0.5.
Dreamcast.
Definitely Virtual Boy Musk. It's got like the stink of Virtual Boy on it.
I do not agree with that. The people who got it liked it well enough. It's just not many people got it. With the Virtual Boy, it's like, you know, you will not find many people who are willing to defend that one.
Excuse me. Have you heard of top Virtual Boy game number 100 to number 1? Virtual Boy Wario Land.
But like the only game that people like for it.
Have you seen that write-up? I've definitely shown you that write-up. You have to remember it.
Shrug. Yes, Katie. Sonic does say damn in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I
Damn,
said
they
that.
got
I said
away.
that he said that.
Go on, Shadow. I'll chase after these motherfuckers.
Ooh. I really wish they would have like loosened their stranglehold on the language a bit, because they toned it down to get to E10, and I feel like they shouldn't.
They were originally aiming squarely for a T rating, but like it was gonna, like, they had just instated E10 in 2005, and they're like, all right, I guess we'll change a bunch of shit at the last second to get a wider audience.
It was like the story head of Sonic Team at the time, when they were trying to come up with concepts for a new game, was like, guys, have you seen this? He just like breaks into the room. What is it? Jesus, you're really excited.
He
Dude,
does that SpongeBob thing where he phases into the wall and breaks it.
Dude, there's this thing called the internet. It's 2004, dude. Have you not heard of the internet? No, dude,
And
it's great.
The internet says, get this, the internet says that Sonic should have a gun. They also say several other far more inappropriate things about him, but that's going to be for later.
I was just gonna go in the direction of, did you know that like most of Sonic's fans are like teenagers and like older people? Yeah, that's kind of the demographic we were going for. No, hold on. But like, I mean, like, you know, people late in high school and all that, they like Halo. Halo's popular. We should do a Sonic Halo. Fucking do it. And then he leaves.
He like has nothing further to do with it.
You know what happens? You know how they do that? They produce Shadow exactly the way it is, but he has a gold ring over his head that looks like a halo. So he really did die. Bum, bum, bum.
Am I like the only person in the universe that actually like they did overuse the word damn, but I don't find it nearly as egregious as a lot of other people do. No matter which character is doing it, I don't care if it's Knuckles or Sonic or SBO or whatever. They're just words at the end of the day.
I feel like you can tell it's a little bit excessive, but I don't mind it happening.
Yeah, like we got Shadow saying damn like literally every other word.
It's more so that it just feels really try-hard.
Yeah, some of the dialogue choices definitely is like, I'll take over this whole damn planet. Like, that damn was really necessary, guys. But in other instances, like the time that Sonic says it, you know, it's like, I don't know. If he were frustrated about not being able to catch them, I don't. That sounds like a natural reaction to me.
Do you think he'd just be like, "Fuck," you know, like he just like?
If we want to look at this like with the lens of semi-realism, Sonic is a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Come on. You know?
Most 15-year-olds are like dropping F-bombs and shit all the time, so.
He more than likely would.
son of a bitch!
Yeah, exactly.
Taylor, can you give me the foghorn thing?
I say, fuck!
Yeah.
Boy, I say, boy, just what the hell is going on here?
I need air, boy. My lungs crave air.
Foghorn Leghorn is like the best character. Because he's so dramatic and powerful. He's like the most emotional character in that entire series. And I bet Mel Blanc really enjoyed doing it.
I mean, he's basically just yelling all the time.
But I also bet that's one of the first characters to go. Yosemite Sam was the first character to go, and then I bet right after that was Foghorn Leghorn.
Probably, yeah.
And the sad part is, those were the two characters that Mel lived to see his replacements.
No, I say the ball there's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
Do you think when they did the bit where Foghorn sticks his head in the trough of water or whatever it is, they actually had Mel stick his head in a trough of water and do like gargling noises? I think yes, they obviously did not, right? But I think that if they offered it to him, he probably would do that.
It sounds like one of the crazy things that they would have done in old cartoons, though. A lot of those sound effects, like, I don't know.
Because here, listen, right? Here's my juxtaposition for that. They never ever reused the sound of Bugs Bunny eating carrots. Every time they did that, they made him eat a carrot again to deliver the line, even though he despised carrots so much he refused to swallow any of them.
Lost, don't say that. You encouraged me to have a hat that one stream 5 months ago. What are you, some kind of hypocrite?
So I figure that if they said, here is a bucket of water, dunk your head into it while you're talking at some point, he would do it. And that
I'd be
is
like,
me.
no, fuck you. You stick your head in a bucket of water.
Oh wait, here's a suggestion. Do it after I've pissed in it.
I think Mel is a consummate enough professional that he would say that, but he would say that as Foghorn Leghorn in character so that it would get animated and put onto the company blooper reel that year.
No, I say, boy, fuck you. You stick your head in that bucket of water. I'm going to do no such thing. Stick my head in the bucket. Who's that boy think he is?
Lost said, a skull can wear a hat, but a man... Am I not a man?
No, you're a skull.
Listen.
If we cut him, does he not bleed?
No, he's a skull.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Good. I'm glad that's cleared up.
His skin is gone. He has no more blood.
I know I'm a skeleton, not just a skull. I'm the full thing, but I am a male skeleton. Therefore, I am a man.
Well, so if you're just a skelly man, then that means you don't have a penis anymore. Yeah.
It's Rabid. Rabid.
I mean, he's kind of right, though. You think about it.
That doesn't mean that I'm not a man.
I'm sorry for being skelophobic.
Oh, God. Stop.
Katie is deliriously trying to get us to continue talking about Looney Tunes instead of whatever it is we were just talking about now.
I like Eric Basa. He does a good job. The end.
What characters does he voice?
He
Bugs Bunny,
plays
Daffy Duck,
Bugs, Daffy,
Sylvester
Marvin the
question
Martian.
mark?
Nah, it's Jeff Bergman still.
Okay.
Bugs, Daffy, Marvin, Tweety, and he plays like some more incidental ones, like the dog from Foghorn Leghorn and such.
Is he the Tweety that was in that Space Jam 2 trailer?
I don't think so, no.
Because I was gonna say Tweety sounds fucking wrong in
I think the only one he's playing in Space Jam is Daffy.
Ah, okay. And I wouldn't know. I don't recall any projects that I know of where he specifically voiced any of these characters.
Your domicile?
He was Marvin in the Looney Tunes show as well,
Ah,
but I
okay.
don't know if you've seen any episodes with him.
I saw the. I think the first one is the one that had his song in it. So he sounded like Marvin the Martian, and that's all you can ask for.
In third dimensional land?
In 3D land.
What a time to be alive. Do you think who is it now in the movie? LeBron James, that's right, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're gonna do a Michael Jordan cameo?
They could.
That'd be cool. I don't know if they will.
Warner Brothers didn't ask me to do a cameo. Okay, I'll do my own cameo.
They asked him to do a cameo for Back in Action, and he did.
No, they just reused footage from Space Jam.
Was that archival footage? Okay.
Yes, it was.
But they had to pay him, I think. I think they would have to pay him.
They would have had to pay him a royalty, yeah.
Sweet.
What if approximately 15 minutes into the movie they replace LeBron James with Shaquille O'Neal?
I don't think anybody would actually notice.
LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal are very different. What the hell are you talking about?
No, but you see, like we said, the movie is not at all about the basketball game. It's about the crossover thing. Now, if they replace Bugs Bunny with Big Chungus, people would start to notice that and then not care.
Well, then kids would actually know what that is.
I don't see why you're saying it's not so much about the basketball game, because they're making it very obvious that like the whole the whole thing about him finding his son rests on the basketball game. The crossover thing is just basically who's in the audience for the game.
Do you think they'll pay enough money to get Mark Hamill to be the Joker in this movie?
I would love that.
Sure. I don't see why not.
They definitely don't have a shortage of funds.
Yeah. If they want to have Joker have a speaking role, then yeah, sure.
Okay, Maito. Thanks for stopping by for our weird conversations and not getting Winnie the Pooh home run derby to work and all that.
Yep.
There are a few episodes of the new Looney Tunes cartoons here on YouTube, in fact.
Yeah.
There's at least 3 or 4 of the new cartoons that are exclusive on YouTube right now.
Did we watch any of them together?
I've watched all of them with Josh. I don't think I've shown you any of them yet.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember if I've seen any of them, and I want to say yes, but I'm not sure at all. I might have, but I also might not have.
You know, because your mouth is painted onto your bandana, it's very hard to tell when you're emoting.
pop.
The only thing that I really know about is that they reverted Bugs to like his one of his earliest designs. Where he's got like the yellow gloves on. And then they also ruled out the possibility of doing any firearms related humor because guns are mean.
Yeah, they did for a while until literally, what was it, like 4 days ago?
Yeah, like when season 2 came out, apparently, like at some point they had reversed that, so now they're allowed to use guns again.
Then why make a big fucking stink about it? Jesus Christ.
Probably because everybody bitched about it, so they're like, fucking fine.
They talked about it as if they were proud of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the media for you.
Quite honestly, it wasn't like the media the media outlets were doing that, but I was talking to about the producers specifically. I don't know how you're gonna do jokes about Elmer Fudd and not involve firearms. I mean, he's a fucking hunter after all, but I guess they did a few shorts with that.
Yeah, they did a fair, only like 1 or 2 of his shorts actually have him as like a proper hunter, so like they were able to get a fair bit of mileage. Although that required basically having to change his character, but
Can you imagine if they had cited like imitatable behavior for not using firearms? That would have been pretty hypocritical.
Well, you see, we had this scene where Al sticks his whole arms into 2 vats of molten chocolate.
Well, that's not the whole. That's not the
think,
only show where that's been cited as a reason for things. But just like imagine them being like, we can't have guns in this. That's imitatable. Bugs Bunny hitting somebody over the head with a baseball bat. Yeah, kids definitely don't have access to those things.
yeah, they didn't skip on any other violence, that's for sure. But as for like the whole guns thing, like I think they had started working on the show basically right after like a bunch of school shootings and like that Las Vegas shooting happened. So
Well, it's like hold off on using Elmer Fudd.
I need to talk about this before the bit runs dry. I love that. They had the episode of the Weird Al show where Al sticks his whole arms allegedly into 2 vats of molten chocolate, and they almost couldn't do that scene because they had to reassure the producers of the show that children don't have 2 giant vats of molten chocolate with which to replicate that.
yeah.
We're a bunch of rich, out-of-touch executives. We don't know how children operate these days. Do they have chocolate pots? We don't know. Same goes for Yosemite Sam, said Katie. Yeah,
Well, that's not quite as central to Yosemite Sam though, because like he went through like a bunch of different roles, even in the original shorts.
And of course, in the Looney Tunes show, where he was a Mr. Try One.
Yeah, he was just the annoying neighbor in that show, but that was a sitcom.
Yeah. You could stick him in different roles, but if you're gonna do like his cowboy shtick, then come on. What cowboy doesn't have a gun? Okay, probably plenty of them, but fuck you. I'm a cowboy who rides a flamingo.
I'd like to use this moment to state that I am opposed to the use of violence for the purpose of conflict resolution. However,
that suddenly made me think of like that Super Rabbit short where like he flies through the air and there's just a horse walking in the sky for no reason, and he's just like, a rabbit up here.
That was only really that funny because of your delivery of it, but it was great.
See, Rabid was actually born in the wrong decade. Had he been born like somewhere between the 1900s and the 20s, he could have totally been like one of those classic cartoon voice actors. He loves screaming like that.
Shit. I was talking about something and I immediately lost it because he broke me. Where are we now? What was I talking about? Like
I don't know.
30
What were you
seconds
talking
ago?
about?
Damn, chat, help me out. What was I saying 30 seconds ago?
You were talking about how you were just about to do a $100 super chat.
It would. You know what stipulation it would come with, though.
You know what? I've been telling you for years that's my price. If you want me if you want me to watch the Star Wars Holiday Special.
We were talking about Yosemite Sam. I said, try one. And then, was there anything else after that?
Not that I know of.
He's just sitting there. Katie has no idea either. Everyone forgot.
He has dementia! Josh has dementia!
Oh, that's unfortunate. Damn, man. Same, Katie. I hope that your sleeping I hope that your sleep situation improves in the future, sooner than later. Indeed, critter noise.
That's right. No, I got it. I found it. I was talking about the Kermit bit from the Disney World special, where he's like, I would like to state that I am opposed to the use of violence for conflict resolution. And then he shoots like 3 guys. That was Brandon's favorite bit in the entire special.
I think it was the clip afterward where he was like, I don't believe in violence or something. He kept repeating that to himself to justify shooting the gun at people.
Yeah, that was it.
I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in violence.
I don't believe in fairies. I love you, Mom. Give up your powers. I love you, Dad. Give up your powers.
You know, that's the way that Kermit commits suicide. He says that to Jim and Jane Henson, and then they put him away. And then that's it.
Time to commit homicide.
Indeedly doodly, and whatnot. I'll get to your comments there, Saturn, in just a second.
My, someone's very loud outside. Did anybody hear that car noise?
Nope.
Cool.
Nope.
Outside, there was a very loud car, and I would like it to be stated on the record that that car has a starting motor that is way too loud for it.
Oh, really?
Activision is also limiting their PC ports to their own launcher now. So that's pretty. I don't like that.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I wish we could get ports of Crash games. It's fucking sad that Activision. Oh, jeez. Also, good night, Leanne. It's fucking sad that Activision doesn't know what a port is. They only understand what a remake is. Game preservation will only grow bigger and bigger as a discussion, and Activision will still refuse to do a port of anything they own. Yeah. I don't know. They did PlayStation Classics.
Yeah.
That's something. I mean, I don't know. Can PS4 and 5 play those or
No.
no? Okay.
I think at its very core, the argument for game preservation exists in the era that it was. So you can preserve, and people have preserved, the original Crash Bandicoot on PlayStation. And I think that arguably that's enough. You don't necessarily need to port ports that already exist of that game. So, like, that game exactly as it is, you don't need to preserve the PS3 version of that exact same game, I would argue. Remakes, I would argue, are a separate beast that do need to be preserved separately. But I would argue that if you have a means to play something, you don't need to have the means to play every instance of that something.
The people who care the least about game preservation are video game companies. So, you know.
There is a Activision launcher. They're part of Blizzard. So they are part of Battle.net. That's what their PC launcher is.
Okay.
Blizzard does own World of Warcraft.
Most of all, we've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft. Never forget that was an excuse for Duke Nukem Forever not coming out.
Yep. Live to win.
I find it kind of amazing that one of them, I forget which one, didn't want that one released, and then it became one of the quintessential
I'm pretty sure that was
classic
Trey
episodes.
Parker. Yeah. Like, he hated that episode, but now it's like in everybody's top 10 South Park episodes.
I think Trey Parker gets antsy about every episode. I know one of them said that was the case in the documentary they did like 10 years ago. It was like, oh man, it's Tuesday. This is about the point where I'm like, oh god, this episode's not going to work out.
Drama Tuesday.
Drama Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my dudes, technically for me.
But not for Taylor yet either. So
give it another
True.
13 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played World of Warcraft at all.
Me either. Donkey dude. Jesus Christ.
You guys heard that, the chat didn't.
Ooh. Secret content where Brandon told us he loved Taylor to dear.
Oh.
Well, he is one of my closest friends. He's known me for like the longest of anybody that I currently talk to. Man,
Same.
I love you, man.
I love you too, man.
Virtual hug.
And I am also here.
Hey, what's up? I didn't notice you.
Shut the fuck up, I'm talking to my best friend.
Ah, I see. I'll leave you two alone then.
Ooh, drama Tuesday.
Saturn said, I feel like when people talk about game preservation, they're really only talking about how no one will eventually no one will be able to play the English version of Mario RPG legally, because that is very specific, Saturn.
I think he's just saying that as an example.
I don't know, maybe. I am going to BRB for a moment.
Oh, sure. I hope you guys like silence for like a minute or two. Hey.
No. Did your best friend leave you?
Yes.
Were you about to run the show on your own?
No. I wasn't even attempting to.
So let me. I heard that Saturn said that when people talk about game preservation, I think what they mean is they're talking about people who it's all fallen into the hands of collectors, and so therefore you can't get a legitimate cartridge.
Yeah, or like a legitimate digital copy or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, well, they don't sell a whole lot of those anymore either. The last time Mario RPG got released, I believe, was on the Wii Virtual Console.
Yeah, the Wii U. I think you can still get it on Wii U, but barely anybody has one, so it's a moot point. Shrug.
But yeah, like I think that's a worry that's valid to have. That at some point, the remaining physical discs that still work, mind you, are going to be in the hands of people that don't want to give them up. And so that's where stuff like electronic preservation in the form of ISO files or whatever it is that you want to talk about is in fact necessary to preserve the integrity of the video game at some point. And then Taylor decided he had nothing more to add to this conversation and will now pretend like it didn't happen.
I mean, that's not wrong. I don't really have anything to add.
Sex with furniture, what do you think?
I haven't tried it, but it has potential. What about you? Make sure to get the consent of the furniture first, by the way.
Well, I can talk to the IKEA furniture. They have names. I'm sure they'll let me.
IKEA would never steer us wrong.
But yeah, what are some things that you do want to watch while we're here? And like we talked about this earlier, we want to watch some Spider-Man stuff. I kind of want to watch Cartoon All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you would like to collectively show the group?
What, just like me, you, and Brandon, or?
Yeah. Not the stream. We can't stream copyrighted media. Brandon would get all uppity over that if I managed to get into his feed and show even 1 second of Power Rangers.
Oh my god. It's, I don't know. I haven't
just
thought
think-
about it too hard.
Well, continue to think about it while I say, Saturn mentioned that there's an old adage that goes, the best console to be a Nintendo fan is a PC. Now, I've never heard anybody say that, but I do believe that it's true in the long run, because Nintendo stuff is like the first stuff to get reverse engineered every time.
Yeah.
There's a Switch emulator now, and back then when it was first like publicly released, it was like what, 2019, 2020? Definitely at least 2020. So they were still selling it for a while by the time that the emulators came out.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're still kind of grasping Xbox 360 games at this rate.
Yeah, Microsoft stuff is pretty hard to emulate.
And
That or
PlayStation,
not many people want to bother.
and PlayStation 3 is the only one that reliably has a decent emulator these days. The most recent one, I should say.
Yeah.
Has an emulator these days.
But even that took a while.
It did, yeah.
Like, it wasn't until like just a few years ago, and it's like, yeah, it works pretty well now if you have like a high-end computer.
But we were able to do Persona 5 on it. I mean,
Yeah.
we were. I mean, it doesn't officially run Persona 5 anymore. But
It worked well enough.
Also, hi, I'm back.
hello. Good to see you. Taylor was stranded, so I felt like I would come back in and resolve the situation.
What, did you leave too?
Yeah, he left while we were teasing him earlier.
Ouch. Brandon.
What?
So I mean so little to you, you won't even notice when I leave. I see how it is.
But you said something and then I BRB'd like immediately after. How was I to know?
Man's best friend, indeed.
I'm not a dog, I'm a skeleton. And not a
The
dog
natural
skeleton
enemy
either.
of dogs.
Yeah, you know how many of those fuckers I have to fight off every day? Chew my bones.
What-
I got a bone for you.
What do you just have, like a giant electric dome fence around your...
I don't know. I'm just making a joke.
Funny.
Indeed.
Joke. Bert. You said me too. That didn't follow what I said, Bert. Wario Land 4. Wario Land 4 was a fine enough game. I would argue that Wario Land 3 was better than 4. And that's an opinion for which I probably will be hung and quartered. But what I think we can all agree on about Wario Land 4 is that the website not having new dialogue by Charles Martinet and instead having a temporary man voice Wario is something that is to be appalled at.
I like Wario Land 4.
I haven't played any Wario Land games, so I have no insight that I can give.
They then deleted the message talking about Wario Land such that it would seem I am a raving maniac. But
We're talking about a comment that never happened.
I
We're
assure
raving about Wario Land 4.
I assure you, it is only a half truth.
I like apples and bananas.
Wario Land Shake It was kind of fun though, because they had that YouTube marketing thing where Wario fucked with the current layout of YouTube, breaking everything. Do you remember that? You remember that?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I miss when Nintendo marketing campaigns were fun.
Yeah.
But it's
Wario
me,
Land...
Mario. Tell it to the judge.
Shake It's the first game I can remember that really made me feel like I was playing a cartoon, because it looked just like one.
And you know what? It looked exactly like the cutscenes that it had too in the game.
Yeah, all the sprites and shit were hand animated.
Mm-hmm. The little animation of Wario scooting his butt when he gets into a pipe, that's pretty great.
Eat your heart out, Cuphead. Wario Land Shake It did it first.
You saying Wario scooting his butt immediately made me think of him doing the one thing, and just outwardly declaring, "I'm going to wipe like a dog."
Wah.
No, not on the carpet. Wah.
Now, I would like to confirm that we are talking about Wario here, legitimate businessman and owner and CEO of his own video game company. Okay? Now, if a man of such prestige and confidence would say those things on record, he would lose his standing as position of the video game company forever. So,
What? Just saying that he's gonna wipe like a dog
yeah.
in the privacy of his own home? Who's spying on him?
Twitter.
Sure.
I believe you are referring to Donkey Kong Frozen Ape.
Yeah, that would be correct. He is referring to Donkey Kong Frozen Ape.
And I do not remember that at all. I remember seeing the. Didn't they announce that at the direct they did for E3 in 2014, or am I being insane?
Is that the one with the Star Fox puppets?
Maybe.
No, that was the Robot Chicken one.
Hmm.
I think Star Fox Puppets was the next year. I think.
Let's see, there's Donkey Kong Frozen Ape, and then there's Yoshi's Crappy World. And then Mario Odyssey.
You remember the Nintendo Switch? Yeah, that's actually what they called it.
More like Super Monkey Ball Banana Tits, am I right? More like I'm saying dumb shit right now because I don't know what to talk about anymore, am I right?
Yeah, and the topics have been coming in kind of slow.
Well, I
But
think
that's
that
okay.
means it's just about time, isn't it? We could stop here.
Give it a couple more minutes, or declare it. You know, it's last call right now. Whatever you guys want to talk about in the chat. If you give something, then I don't know. We could potentially have a discussion of it.
Okay. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here for more than 5 minutes.
More like Leo Luster, am I right?
You remember how surprised Brandon was to discover there was an action figure line for Donkey Kong Country animated?
I was the one who was like wondering aloud if something along those lines happened, and then Rabid was the one that freaked out that Bluster got a figure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
that's
overcome with joy that Bluster Kong had an action figure.
Symph! We were talking about you earlier.
Well. Look who's looking at me.
Greetings, Symph.
Now remember, she's looking at me. And no one else. Just Monica. Just Monica.
Just Monica. Hi, Simp. What's up?
Now you and Rabbit are reunited. Not in call, but you're here while he's here.
In spirit.
Yeah.
Speaking of spirits, he just did a video on Yu Yu Hakusho.
Hey, thanks for the plug. Saturn suggests talking about Crash Bash. I have played no Crash game, so I not even the spin-offs. I can't comment about whether or not I like I like any of them. I'm sorry. I'm a shitty video game player, and I haven't played too much. My palette sucks.
Well, you see, Crash Bash is actually the single greatest piece of interactive entertainment ever conceived. And by that, I mean it's a shitty party game.
What do you think of the 7 versions of Crash Mind Over Mutant and Crash the other one?
Crash the other one?
Yeah, that's the one.
They're fine.
I remembered watching someone playing Crash of the Titans to see if I could have an interest in the game. It looked like one that I want to play. So yeah.
Well, you can certainly take your pick of venues on that.
Yeah.
No, it was before the stream actually. I was typing you a message, and I was like, "We can't start yet, guys. I'm typing Simp a message." That's why we were talking about you. And then I think I mentioned you offhandedly at some point about some subject when I was playing Sonic 2. I don't remember. I'm sorry, Simp.
I don't remember anything.
I can't believe I lost the lost episode. I never lose anything.
Oh, your eye,
In the eye.
and your hand,
In my hand.
and your leg.
I'm about to lose you in a minute, son of a bitch.
How are things here? It's been okay as per usual.
Spaghetti.
Meanwhile,
Carter, that's okay. Hello.
uh-oh.
Oops. I unsubbed to you on accident, and I sent the police to your house.
Oh no.
Hello. Welcome to the website of the police. If you have committed a crime and want to confess, please click yes now. You have
There's
selected
just a big yes button.
You have selected no, which means you've committed a crime but don't want to confess. The police van is now speeding towards your house.
Oops.
Gloops, I made poops.
Gloops, I made poops. Context is my Donkey Kong Country 2 LP. It's so stupid, but that's one of my favorite jokes that I've ever made for videos on YouTube. And I held that one for a while, unlike Diddy, who shit all over the floor immediately.
Ew.
Oh, fuck.
Clearly,
Another one
Cher
was
agrees.
indeed. Another one was the one in the Sonic 1 extra video about Yuji Naka and using the human romance idea.
The stealing is right, Squidward. You're not a very good employee.
God is right, Squidward. You should go to hell.
And Diddy is weird because he's supposed to be a chimp, but he has a long tail. So what I presume is that his chimp mother cheated on his father with some monkey, and Diddy's actually a freak.
Yeah, I'm a freak. I eat dicks.
Jeez. But in response to Simp's comment there, you don't have to be sorry about that. You committed to doing your story, so that's cool. You're doing your own thing, and you got my support. It doesn't mean I won't invite you to do streams and whatnot, but no ill will because no ill will toward you for not being able to. I hope I explained that in a somewhat coherent way. All the support to Simp. I love you too, Simp. So on that note, the topics have been coming in kind of slow. It is rather late. It's just past 1 in the morning here. So I think I am going to wrap this up now.
All right. The receiver of no love at all. I have been that guy.
Once again, sorry everybody for not being able to get Winnie the Pooh's home run derby up. I had the timer and everything ready. It's just it's too unfortunate. We're gonna have to do some.
You'll find some way to work that out. It'll be all right.
We're gonna have to do some tests in order to, and by we're I mean I, because I'm the one running these. But am I ever gonna stream Knuckles Chaotix
It's just a show. You really should just relax.
exactly?
Oh,
Am I ever gonna stream Knuckles Chaotix or GTA 4? I barely have any GTA experience, so that one's not likely at all. And I'm just gonna probably say no to Knuckles Chaotix. I've never beaten it. I don't have any interest in beating it. That game, in my opinion, is very boring.
But Chad Sonic Crackers went.
Good lord. All right, but yeah, again, I'm sorry about Winnie the Pooh's home run derby. I hope that you enjoyed my run of Sonic 2 to make up for it. Rabid, Josh, thank you guys for being here and co-hosting. Thank you everyone in the chat who stuck around for watching. I have been skull902.
RabidSonicFan.
That guy the Loveless.
We love you too, Josh.
Indeed. Thank you all for watching and have yourselves a wonderful day.
Bye bye.